Hi friends, my name is Ramanathan. I have been doing some research in nano coatings for the past 20 years. I have certain formulations for nano coating chemical in the application of anti-corrosive paints as well as anti-fouling coatings. Let me explain about these important formulations which would be very useful to you for these two applications, that is, one is anti-corrosion, another is anti-fouling. Let me explain one by one. There are three important applications of paint. We can say the purposes of paint. Why should we paint on a substrate? To achieve that decorative value. So this is the decorative purpose of paint. Second is the protective purpose. So the paint is expected to protect the substrate from corrosion, humidity, repeated attack of climatic changes, etc. Third is the functional purpose. For example, when I apply certain paint on the trees on the road, we are not adding value to the tree. Actually, when the headlight falls on the white paint coated, black and white paint coated on the, or fluorescent paint coated on the trees, it immediately gets reflected so that we can reduce the accidents. So that is the functional purpose of paint. For example, let me consider acoustic paint. It reduces the sound. So when such coal tar blended with some asbestos material, so it is called sound deadener, is a kind of stiff paint that is used on the vibrating metal parts, so that it will reduce the noise due to vibration. So in those days, they were very popular in particularly trains. Now, and this is the functional purpose of paint. Now let us go into the subject. My objectives were to arrive at the anti-corrosive paint, that is anti-corrosive application of paint and anti-fouling application of paint using nano base coat and nano top coat respectively. Actually, I have tried this nano base coat which has replaced the conventional zinc phosphate coating. And the other trial is nano top coat, where we have incorporated some nanomaterials so that we were able to achieve better results as far as anti-fouling resistance is considered. And also, it has got very good water resistance characteristics. Let me explore further. For example, there are different nanomaterials used in paint. Nano silver, nano zinc oxide, nano copper oxide, nano titania, that is nano titanium oxide, nano zirconium oxide, nano silica, and nano zinc. So these were the different particle sized materials we attempted to develop suitably resistant coatings on the base coat as well as top coat. In fact, we are able to get better anti-corrosion by providing a very good base coat that acts as a sandwich coat between the actual paint film and the metal surface. It improves the adhesion of the paint over the metal surface. And for the top coat also, it takes care of the weather resistance, and other the aerial attacking agents, so that we can try these nanomaterials in the base coat as well as in the top coat. We tried out the base coat, that is nanomaterials in the base coat. Conventionally, we have been using phosphate coating as the base coat for any powder coating. For instance, we have iron phosphate, zinc phosphate, trication phosphate, and we used to chromating also. Sometimes we use a zinc plating where the painting is not required, so directly it is electroplated. Then we have oxide coatings. So we have attempted this oxide coating using nano zirconia. And here I would like to stress one important thing. When we introduce such type of base coat, we cannot expect the anti-corrosion or the corrosion resistance just by coating this base coat. Compulsorily we have to give the top coat over this base coat, then only it serves the purpose. So I want to put this as a very important aspect before proceeding. Then nanoparticles as a base coat. So here we have given the nano zirconia in the metal pre-treatment. So it is given in the metal pre-treatment bath itself. Actually it is eco-friendly. It doesn't give any sludge. We can process this at room temperature. Coating is possible within a minute, so that it will increase the productivity. Then it can be sprayed or dipped, or using some cloth it can be wiped also. But enough care should be taken for, that is hazardous chemicals, because it may contain some fluorides. So we have to take care of the health aspects of the workers involved in this type of coating. So proper preventive methods should be carefully followed. Then this type of nano base coat can be applied on ferrous as well as on non-ferrous metals like aluminum, zinc or the galvanized iron, then copper and silver also. We attempted on silver, even though it is not required, the coating is not required for silver, but for giving some artistic coating we need some adherent coating, for which this type of nano zirconia coating over silver will be useful. That will give better adhesion. And then we have attempted this on brass and bronze also. Then it has got a very good corrosion resistance, as well as it gives better adhesion, especially with different types of liquid top coats and powdered top coats. Now we have in the current studies that is used Bondrite NT1, and we have different metals over which we attempted using this Bondrite NT1 on mild steel, galvanized iron and aluminum, and we have equally formulated with our own indigenous chemicals on par with the competitive materials in the nano coating. Different conditions were operated, especially in a particular pH, temperature and process time. So these are all the very significant factors that gives better coating adhesions. Usually 45% of hexafluorozirconic acid, 50% of polyacrylic acid and DM water, along with that ammonium carbonate are included along with other important additives, so that we can have very good nano coating bath chemical. And by maintaining the suitable pH and temperature then process time, we can have very good coating. Novelty of the present work on nano zirconia base coat is we have actually attempted pure powder form of a hexafluorozirconic acid. It has been synthesized in our laboratory, and we have also used this hexafluorozirconic acid in the liquid form as well as in the powder form, and this powder form has given better coating performance also. So we have applied these coatings on copper, silver, brass, besides mild steel, galvanized iron and aluminum. We attempted this coating on non-metals like glass, concrete, wood and slate stone. So all gave very good results. Presently, nano coatings are based on nano silica, nano titania, nano silver. Then they are used some epoxy resin, polyurethane resin, and there are some water repellent coatings also. Weather resistance have been improved, and it is used in the antimicrobial coating. But the novelty of the present work in this nano composite top coat is we have developed this nano copper oxide and nano zinc, and we have used hexamethyl diisocyanate cured polyurethane. Then we have attempted with acrylic emulsion. Then we have explored some anti-fouling properties with our nano composite coatings. We attempted different substrates like mild steel, wood, copper, brass and concrete, and it gave very good results. So we attempted nano zinc also on spot welding primer, because particularly in the spot welding area we had a lot of corrosion problems. So with the help of these nano zinc rich coating, we were able to solve the problem. So likewise, these nano chemicals have been used in base coat as well as in the top coat. So for base coat, it has been used for developing anti-corrosive, a better anti-corrosive property, and for top coat, a very good resistance, weather resistance, and particularly anti-fouling natures have been explored. I hope you would have enjoyed this video. If you have got any interest to develop such chemical or to support in the formulation of such coatings, you can directly contact me in the comment column. Thank you very much for watching this video.